Recording in progress.
So we're lying back, taking a nice long deep inhale, letting go, releasing the breath, and just really allowing yourself to settle in. I do want you for just a moment to place your hands back on your chest as you lie back. One of the most healing, powerful vibration that you can have, Natalie, is your own. And so before I bring in other instruments, other vibrations, we want to begin and end always with your own beautiful vibration. So as you're lying back, I want you just to take like 2 nice long deep breaths and to feel the prana raise through the chest. Like get that air, like your belly through your chest up into your breastbone. Feel it expand in your being. And on your exhale, like let it be through the mouth. Let go of stale energy. Let everything just kind of go out. And then fill back in. More beautiful prana, filling up, filling up. You can even take an extra sip through rounded lips. Get more air in, and then a big We're going to do 3 big ongs, O-N-G. And ong, I teach Kundalini, so rather than om, it's ong. It's the sound of creation. It's the sound of the gong. And when we ong, we put our tongue to the roof of the mouth and we push. It connects the lower 5 chakras to the upper 2. It also allows a vibration to come into the nasal cavity, and it crosses a vibration of your chant through the brain line. So activating both sides, the left and the right mind. We're trying to come into some balance here. So 3 rolling ongs, and I want you to really deeply feel into your own vibration. So let's go ahead and take an inhale to begin. Om. When you're done, you take a deep inhale in and you hold the breath. You feel into your individuated divinity, your creation, your soul spark, your heart, your truth. And we release the breath. And this is when you really just allow yourself to drop down. And I want you to visualize now that cacao activated by your own sound is pooling at the crown of your head. Chocolate golden plant medicine just waiting to be dropped further into the body. And we're going to visualize, and I'm going to guide you as it we release it down through the body. And it's going to be doing two things simultaneously. It's going to release tension. The warmth is going to release tension in the body. We're going to relax, but we are also going to be slowly activating. It's going to be like a wash of golden vibration coming through your being. So let's take a deep inhale, like you're breathing it up into the crown chakra, and inhale, and then we release, and it's like that beautiful vibration starts just rinsing through the brow, down over the eyelids and the bridge of the nose, into your cheeks. Let it flow into your temples. And it starts to release the jawbone. The tongue drops into the soft palate as we feel warmth come over the lips, the chin, and the whole visage just releases. The flow comes down into the neck. And we release tension and allow the flow through the throat chakra and up and over the shoulders. That warmth releases tension in the upper arms, down through the elbows, the forearms, into the wrists. And then I want you to let it flow and light up the portal that is your hand, the palms, and let it pour into each of your beautiful fingertips. And then we take a deep inhale into the upper back and slowly release, feeling into the dropping down of the cervical spine, into the thoracic, at the mid-back, everything releasing down through the lumbar as we tap into the pelvis, the hips all dropping, the buttocks releasing onto the earth. And then I want you to breathe deeply into the upper chest, up near the clavicle, and we allow ourselves to feel the rise and then the release through the breastbone, through the ribs, the solar plexus and the diaphragm, down into the belly, into the pelvis, the womb space, down deeply into the pelvic floor. And then I want you to breathe deep, deep, deep into the belly, all the way down. And on the release, let it all flow down through the pelvis, into the thighs, down to the knees, to the calves, to the ankles, and to the soles of your feet. Then I want you to simply breathe. Breathe into your heart space. Because now we have this beautiful, beautiful cacao flowing tip to toe. And you breathe into your heart. And With each breath, you're bringing that breath of life, that pranic energy, white golden light in to mix with the cacao. And I want you to see that expansion and vibration. Each breath bringing the vibration of heart opening into the blood. Being spread through the body. Just allowing every cell, Nathalie, to be filled. Filled with wisdom, filled with love. And at any time you feel you need to release anything heavy throughout the ceremony, you breathe in and you push it out the soles of the feet like black sludge, dark smoke, however you want to visualize it. You let it rise, you push it out. You let it rise, you push it out. We want to clear this vessel of anything that is holding you back, anything from this last cycle, so that we can come into this new cycle with more light, more love, more space for growth, so that we can remember, I will not abandon myself or my worthiness as I surrender to the flow of grace and prosperity in my life. Now I want you to visualize that you are walking towards a door. And I don't want you to walk through yet, but I want you to visualize walking towards a door. This door, Nathalie, opens up to your personal sacred space. So I want you to leave any bags behind at the door, because when we walk through, you're going to be stepping into a place of your own creation, whether you've seen it before, it's real, it can be light, dark, it can be anywhere, but it should make you feel so safe, so beautiful. It should just be your magic place. So I want you to open the door and step out onto an overlook. Close the door behind you, and I want you to take your sacred space in. I want you to breathe it. I want you to feel it, smell it. I want you to smile into every cell. It should be that inspiring. You can see in this sacred space down below, there are two things. There is a healing circle that is just for you, and there is also your wheel of life. This is like a medicine wheel garden, It's split into sections: relationships, community, personal growth, career, all of the things, family. And it's going to be representative of every seed you've planted in this lifetime. This is a garden for this life. And what I'm going to invite you to do in the next few minutes, because I want you to get down to your healing circle, because we want to clear you before we journey to the lower upper world. We want to get out of our stories. We want to come into awareness as purely as we can. But I also want you to just take a moment as you pass this circle and wheel, just to gaze in. We're going to go back to it later from the upper world, but just noticing what's thriving. Where might there be beautiful trees and flowers? Where are there weeds? Where is there perhaps land that has not grown, that needs to be fertilized more? Is there a place where new seeds need to be planted? You observe. So I invite you, go walk down, and then the next few minutes, you just take it in, try not to judge, and you'll find your way to sitting in the center of your healing circle. As we make our way to the healing circle, I want you to sit right in the center and take in all of the beauty of your sacred space. Before we lie down, I want you to simply hear these words. All of those seeds that were planted, all of the life that we've lived, all the things that got you right here, right now, at the end of this cycle and the beginning of another one. What is most important for stepping forward into the next cycle is to honor the lessons, as hard as they may be, to, even if we haven't worked through all of it, to know deeply in our hearts that it's our greatest challenges, which are our greatest tools for transformation, and also acknowledging our role in all of the things that happen in our lives, the lessons, our karmic, cosmic blueprint, the things that we are meant to learn, that we signed up to learn, to feed information to universal consciousness into the field. And so the Ho'oponopono prayer, the Hawaiian prayer for redemption and forgiveness, is an opportunity with the words in this version: thank you, I love you, please forgive me, I forgive you. And it's an opportunity not just to bring in others, people or experiences that you might need to let go of the story and move forward, honoring the experience, but it was actually primarily written for you to bring yourself in, to honor your role, to let go of guilt, to let go of regrets, to honor yourself in this place today, that every single thing before this moment was perfect because it got you right here. And the faith that you have that the next step forward will be perfect can be allowed if we work with this prayer. So I invite you, bring in others, bring in yourself. You can feel free to speak it out loud if that feels good, or just take it in deeper into meditation. take the deep inhale here, allow yourself to fully release breath, soles of the feet. You're in your sacred space and you're fully present. Thank you. I love you. Please forgive me. I forgive you right here, right now. And as you take in that feeling, that sense of what is it like to not carry the burdens of the past, to honor every experience and yourself exactly as you are, individuated divinity, right here, right now. As we begin to hear the call of the drum, we know it's time to begin our journey to the lower world, to do the deep work, the DNA, the lineage work, to clear and recover things we may have lost that we need to come back into wholeness, into soul wholeness. And so I invite you in the next few minutes, and don't go yet, just I'll give you a bit of time to find your passage to the lower world, be it tree trunk, through the earth of your healing circle, down a winding case, over a waterfall, down through a hole in the earth, however you want to go. And just remember, the lower world does not have to be dark and cavernous. It can be a magical city of crystals and mirrors and light. It's just a world that's below this one. When you land there, when you arrive there, take a moment to just get grounded and settled. We will always have a spirit guide, usually an animal or creature of flight, who will take us through and is our guide in the lower world. We're going to be calling in a power animal for protection. So this is what I want you to do in the beginning. In the next few minutes, as I leave you to find your space, find your lower world spirit guide, and call in your power animal for this healing journey. Go ahead and find your way down. You should be now in the lower world, introduced to your lower world guide and your power animal. And you can always ask what's your name, embrace them. Maybe they're just there as an energy to support you on this journey. Now, the goal with your team here is to go find your shamanic healer in the lower world for this journey today. You will have been assigned a specific healer. So you want to seek this healer out. Male, female, energy, animal, however this healer shows up for you today. So ask your guide and your power animal to protect you and go explore the lower world until you meet your healer, and then let them take you to your healing circle in the lower world. It will be set up perfectly. You will come, all of you, to standing in the center, but take your time, get to know your healer, embrace, flow, find the space. And here we are. Take any more time that you need to feel really settled with your healer. To feel connected in this space. The lower world is where we come to heal ourselves, to heal our lineage. And today in particular, being called to heal abandonment. To heal the pain of abandonment, the fear of abandonment, and to clear this from our lineage, to clear this from our DNA, so that we can confirm, live without the fear of abandonment, but also know I will not abandon my worthiness. Abandoning leaves the vocabulary. It has a negative impact on our being in this lifetime and going forward. As you surrender to the flow and grace and prosperity in your life, you will not abandon yourself or your worthiness, and you will not fear abandonment. It will not hold you back. So as you come to your healing circle with your shaman, with your power animal, your guide steps back. There's one more guest who wants to support you on this journey, Nathalie, and that is the goddess of Cacao. She just wants to hold space. You're going to work with her later in the Wheel of Life, but she wants to bring in the loving high vibration as we go through and support this challenge. It's a specific challenge for you and your lineage. So allow the goddess to come in. You'll feel her before you see her. Her energy, her love, the open heart. She is here to hold that space of love. She might be an energy, she might be dressed in gowns and fully adorned and bejeweled, however she arrives for you today. Take a moment to feel her warm embrace. We'll work with her later, but she wants to be here to support you. And then the invitation as you stand in the center of the circle. And the goddess and your power animal will protect the circle on either side, holding the space for you and your shaman. The first person you're calling in is your older self at the end of this specific ceremony in the lower world. So healed of this abandonment, healed of this lineage. I want you to see yourself walk in your spirit, having healed the lineage. See how you flow. See how you radiate. See the change when it's fully in alignment. Embrace your older self. She stands next to you. And then I want you to call in your grandmother, perhaps your great-grandmother, and any of your inner children up to just a minute ago that needs healing from this abandonment. And also any of your inner children or anyone in your lineage who needs to bring their power back into wholeness, their soul into a wholeness, who may have been affected by this abandonment or given their power away at any time. The next few minutes, you call them in, you embrace them. The shaman embraces them. The older self embraces them. And you gather your lineage. You gather your inner children. And if you need to bring anyone in across timelines from other lives, you do that as well. I give you some time to meet and greet and love and gather. So as we've gathered all of our lineage, all of our guests, all of our inner child, our mother, our grandmother, great-grandmothers, anyone who needs this healing, we invite everyone to lie back in the healing circle. So it's just you and the shaman sitting together in the center. Your older self lies back as well. The goddess protects, the power animal oversees. And Nathalie, it's just up to you. We empower ourselves by pulling back. Pulling back the strength, the confidence, the worthiness, the love, the compassion as a light. Whether it's facing those that have abandoned us, the sensation of abandonment, or all of the other emotions and reactions that come. We're pulling our light back into our wholeness, and I want you to simply take the time for all of you to bring the light back. The shaman helps you to gather this soul wholeness. And you just spend the next few minutes recovering your light. Recovering all that you need to heal that DNA. As you pull this back, it's so empowering. Recover it. You're in charge. You are bringing this back for your whole family. You are healing your lineage right here, right now. Breathe it, feel it, call it in. And as the light that the shaman gathers becomes bigger and bigger, can't even be held by a vessel, it's simply energy. Light and love, worth, compassion, kindness, everything that makes you whole. One more minute, pull it in, everything each of you needs. Look at those inner children. What did they need? Bring it in. Bring it in. Shaman now has all of this light and wholeness. And over the course of the next minute or two, as if we could rain down the light across all of you in this circle, across the whole lineage, I invite you to repeat your mantra to come into wholeness. I will not abandon myself or my worthiness as I surrender to the flow of grace and prosperity in my life, and let every one of you be healed. So beautiful, so receptive. Light flows in each of your hearts. You all begin to flow and radiate from the root to the crown. Your beings incapable of holding in the light. It's so beautiful how you radiate so fully. We take a deep inhale and we seal the healing. Anything that is left that needs to be released, you all push out the soles of the feet with the exhale, and we take in more light and we seal. And one by one, you are now invited to bring each of the inner children in an embrace and let them flow into you healed. Bring in your mother. Bring in your grandmother. All of you flowing and in wholeness. Bring everyone in this circle into your being. The only person left is the older healed self who is now you. And you merge into this full, worthy, graceful, prosperous, compassionate, loving rose being. Your animals, the goddess and the shaman, hold witness to your transformation. so light. When you feel that the work is done here and you've pulled everyone in, the invitation is to leave the physical body behind and to slowly begin to rise, either as your own just angelic celestial soul spirit, or to transform and unfurl your wings as an animal of flight. Anything from an eagle, a condor, a dragon, a firefly, a butterfly. What calls you? Where does your spirit feeling so free? And so for the next few minutes, you finish this transformation, this kind of chrysalis into flight being, and you thank your lower world guides. You begin the journey up from the lower world, past your sacred space, past the middle world, and you begin to journey up through the clouds and the trees and into the stars and the celestial lights above. And you'll know when you get to the upper world. Take your time. Don't forget to enjoy the journey, the levity, the beauty of being light and free and healed and whole. You've never been this Nathalie before, so don't rush it. Spread your wings. Nathalie, as you rise up, going to be greeted by your upper world guides, and they are so happy to see you. The veil is so thin, the energy from this moon, everything is conspiring to show you how supported you are by your guides, by the universe. So as you rise up, feel yourself being lifted by an entire team. Ancestors, angels, archangels. Let yourself feel just how special and loved you are. And up in this upper world, two important guides are going to step forward. There'll be a specific angel, archangel, or guide, which is meant to give you some perspective on your wheel of life, but also, again, we meet an older self. This time, the older self will come in either a year from now, 5, 10, 20 years from now. Whatever age your older self shows up in this upper world is because it is exactly the age you need to see to trust the perspective they're going to give you on this wheel, because they are in the place that you should be if you follow your individuated divinity, if you follow your heart, if you listen to your soul map, and you follow the light of the gods and the universe. So you come in your highest divinity. You come in flow and beauty, and you get to greet yourself in this amazing space. And as you meet you and your guide, you perch yourself on the edge of this heavenly space above, and you look down at that wheel of life. You look down at that wheel of life, and I want you to take some time as I play the gong, and you discuss with your team, and you discuss with your older self what in your relationship space needs to be pulled out. And I don't mean cords cut, I mean pulled from the weeds, from the depths, out and cleared. Where may we need to fertilize some land? Let it lie fallow until you come into a space where you can plant new seeds. What new seeds do need to be planted right here, right now? Are you surrounding yourselves with the right people in your community? Be discerning. Friends, family, your career. What do you need? Look at each wheel. Look at how you're taking care of yourself in particular. It is the end of a cycle. Don't be afraid to analyze and go, oh, that's got to go. It's hard to say goodbye sometimes, but we do pivot and change. Allow yourself the opportunity to be highly discerning. And with your team, I give you time to review each space and make decisions. your guides. Making any last decisions. I want you to know you just have to ask. And they'll be here to help you to review, discern. Anytime. What needs to happen now? You've had the opportunity to look at your wheel of life from this perspective of clarity and height. Is it's time to take the leap of faith on your own. If you take a look far below down to your wheel, your garden, you can see the goddess is there. She's preparing a fire. You can see the smoke. And what's going to happen, Nathalie, is you're going to take that leap of faith and take your time to enjoy the flight back down to your garden. And I want you, when you get there, you don't have to jump yet because I want you to thank your guides first, but when you do jump and you fly down, you're going to land outside of your garden. And then with my cue, you're then going to go in and you're going to be pulling out the weeds, clearing the land, making space. The goddess is going to help you. She's going to take any of those old discarded plants and leaves and she's going to burn them to create a fertilizer. All of the things, even though they're there and we may need to get rid of them now, we're using them to fertilize future growth. So she's going to be there to help create and clear while you get in and get your hands dirty and you get in there and you dig from the roots and you make space for the next cycle. So go ahead, say your goodbyes in the upper world. And when you're ready, trusting yourself, fully worthy of prosperity and abundance. No longer carrying the fear of abandonment in your DNA. Excited for the next chapter, ready for the next cycle. All of the lessons from the last one, filling your wholeness and your soul with potential. You go ahead and you dive into the unknown. And I give you a minute or two to fly down in that wisdom and to land outside your garden, and you just stand there and you get ready and you empower yourself for the job ahead. Swan dive into your life. your sacred space. Come down to your garden. You're ready. You're so ready. I want you to stand with your feet now back in physical form at the gates of your garden, feet in the earth, grounded in whether it's the light of the moon or the sun above. Feel it just radiating into your third eye. Wait for the words to be spoken, and when you hear the drums, you step in with the goddess and you start clearing. But I want you to hear this first. Just listen, because you are the light you see in others. Open your gate. Go clear. Do what you need to do. Give the weeds to the goddess. Let her burn them. You get dirty. Get in there. Clear it all. Dig deep, Natalie. Be so discerning. everything gets cleared. The goddess is burning, smoke is rising, and it's like sacred smoke. It's clearing because it's all the lessons, it's all of that beautiful wisdom. And as you finish clearing this space, you take all of what you learned from your guides and your older self above, and when you're done clearing, you can then go begin to plant any new seeds you would like in any of these areas. Or if it just needs some time as we come into the equinox, as we come into a time of rejuvenation and recovery, perhaps some of your land needs to lay fallow until the solstice, until even the spring. So be conscious that not every seed needs to be planted right now. We might just need to create some fertile ground, leaving space as we come through grief, as we come through the process. So again, trust yourself, trust your intuition, plant the seeds, but also just fertilize some space, leave some space. You'll know. Seeds of grace, seeds of prosperity. Step back with the goddess. She will be the keeper of this space. She will sprinkle the ashes over the land to fertilize your seeds. Stand with her and make sure that you're comfortable with everything that you've done. If you need to plant a few more seeds, get in there and plant them. Otherwise, we say a blessing for this space and these dreams, these manifestations of your desires coming from your wholeness, coming from your truth. And we breathe with love and gratitude, and we breathe with the goddess, and we send every loving vibration into this wheel of your life. And the invitation from the goddess is to let her finish, to fertilize and water this land. And she directs you to a flowing pool of water just running through your sacred space. She invites you to go to this pool of water. There's a gentle part that comes off of the flowing river, and she invites you to drop yourself into this water, to clear and cleanse yourself. And what's going to happen is once you're cleared and fresh, you're going to allow yourself to lie on your back, fully safe, fully protected, fully comfortable and confident. And the way that we manifest is not just by creating or visualizing things and being so specific. We have to bring our being into a feeling and knowing what it is like to live in our manifestation. So once you've gone in and you have cleared the body and cleansed the body, we're going to lie back and we're going to take a journey. We're going to let the water take us through our sacred space. And as we gaze up, we are going to experience life as if every seed we planted has come to fruition. We're going to live in that world, on that timeline, and feel it deeply in our hearts. So go down to that pool, and I want you to cleanse. Cleanse yourself first in the waters. And I want you to lie back in that pool of water. And remember, as the current begins to take you through this journey of manifestation, through your sacred space, floating and flowing, I want you to remember the joy of water Let me be like water, fluid, forgiving, graceful, and worthy.
Let me be like water, fluid and forgiving.
Flow. Take a deep breath. We feel into the joy and the knowing of our manifestation, of our trust and our faith that if we take the first steps, the path will be lit up for us. And so we slowly bring ourselves out of the water, the glory of our sacred space. And for the next few minutes, I invite you to simply begin walking back past your wheel where the goddess is fertilizing and watering your garden with all of her love and all of your intentions. Walk past your healing circle, noticing anything different. This is you just in flow and wisdom and worth. And you walk back to your overlook. And you take in everything, every color, every scent, every flower, every animal, the sky, water, trees, anything, mountains, what's there. Breathe it into your being and breathe in this. And we have no trepidation about coming back into our middle world life because you bring this energy with you, but you can also visit this space, the lower world for healing, the upper world for guidance. These are your tools. This is now in your toolbox. So just walk, and then stand on your overlook and gaze and be in wonder. Be in wonder. Breathe in with love and we exhale with gratitude in our highest vibration. And we feel the call back to this sacred space, to this physical body, both human and divine, and I want you to open that door with joy. I want you to come back into this sacred space. And take a deep breath and release and push out the soles of the feet, anything heavy from your travels. And keep breathing. I want you to feel into the floor beneath you. I want you to feel into the air around you. I want you to feel into the flow inside of you. And just be right here, right now for a moment, breathing, feeling. Integrating the work done. What does it feel like to be you right now? every challenge, a lesson to get you here, to be exactly who you're supposed to be, in service, in love. And I invite you to ask the universe right here, right now, what message do you have for me that I need to take forward? And just listen. We're being called back into awareness. So, any last questions? Breathe. We're going to come into 3 minutes of silence. Observe, listen, feel, clear. want you to take a nice long deep inhale. Let go. I want you to just lay like in a corpse pose with your palms facing up. And I want you to take your thumbs to your index finger, the Jupiter finger, and I want you to press into that mudra, knowledge, igniting everything that you've learned to right here, right now. Knowledge. Then I want you to take your thumbs and I want you to press into the middle fingers. Wisdom. And I want you to call on the universe, and we invite in that we use that knowledge for our highest and deepest good and that of humanity, that we are wise in our choices, we are discerning. And then we touch our thumbs to our ring fingers and we tap into our vitality, and it's like you can press into this mudra and activate your energy field, your aura, your protection, your projection. How do you want to show up? Knowing that you can use this field when you feel like you need to pull it in, to have some time for you to feel comfort, but also when to project it out to access what you want to call in. Vitality, lighting up your flow. And the thumbs come to the pinky fingers, and we light up our communication, and we commit to speaking the truth, but also hearing the truth. Dropping the ego to make sure we allow ourselves to be open to hear, to listen, to receive the truth. And then we release and we rub the palms together and we rub the soles of the feet together and we feel into our physicality right here, right now, human and divine, in this physical vehicle. And create that beautiful heat. And then we bring those palms over our eyes, and it's like we breathe in and out of our eyes. Inhale. Exhale. And we allow our eyes to slowly flutter open into the palms of our hands, letting in a little bit of light. Slowly pulling the hands away. And I want you to go ahead and take your time rising up, feeling into what you need. Some cat-cow, some spinal twists and flexes. We've been lying for a long time. If you need to use the restroom, I give you a few minutes to just come back into awareness, to journal, perhaps make a couple of notes. I'm going to use the restroom myself. I'm going to stop the recording for a moment, and then we're going to come into kind of the ceremony part of our ceremony. So do whatever you need to do to get comfortable, and we'll just meet right back here in 3 to 5 minutes, or just staying journaling, but we'll be right back together.